All right. So then I hit go live, and then all of a sudden the chatter starts again.
Thanks, Sierra.
Who's that? Shut up.
Who's that? She needs to shut up. Okay, so again, this is just like that last one we did on the warm hub, and this is the stuff we didn't get to yesterday. So we find the common difference like we find a slope. The difference in population, your rise, the difference of transitions, your run. So we make these into 2 points. This is 9, 1,324. And this is 25, 2,684.
This is from the one we did yesterday, right?
Okay.
Or it's something different. Oh, this is dang, never mind, I'm tripping.
We arts.
That.
Yeah. Okay, so I need to find my change in y's. So 2,684 minus 1,324. Okay. If I put 2,000 first, that means on the bottom, I have to put 25 first.
He was ready.
What am I doing now?
I'm ready.
I just want to get it up.
We have testing training right after school, guidance 10 minutes.
She pissed
Where
with
that
us.
from?
Well, this benchmark that we're giving to Math 1 is actually a state benchmark.
Why do you need training for that?
Huh? So I have to go to training for 10 minutes right after school.
What about ours?
Yours is a teacher-made benchmark.
Oh, for real?
I mean,
It's 1360 over 60.
Yeah,
Just put the grass, the whole chapter 8. Just do anything you guys want.
That means you gotta try.
Okay, so when I calculate my slope,
85.
85.
it's 85.
Sir.
My body adjusted. Yeah.
Okay? Look, it's overheated.
So,
I got the
So,
class.
Now I know this much.
So what you want to do is
So-
you want to take.
I don't know what P sub 0 is. So some people at this point would go to P sub 9 and they would sit there and subtract off 85 until they got down to P sub 0.
That's what I'll do.
Okay? You
That's
can
too
do
much.
that.
That's too much.
But the problem is if I give you like P sub 27 and P sub 85, you're not going to do that 27 times. Okay? So I can use either one of these points to solve for P sub 0. So I choose this one. You can choose the other one, it doesn't matter. So this is my y, this is my x. So 1324 equals 85 times 9 plus P sub 0. So then I have to take 85 and multiply it by 9. We get 765. And then to get P sub 0 by itself, we subtract off 765. So P sub 0, 1324 minus 765 gives me what?
559.
559. So now you have your whole equation. Y equals 85x plus 559. So now I can say find P sub 27. And you plug in 27 for x.
Yes, ma'am, I would.
We have to do the next 3 problems by ourselves.
Okay.
Do we?
I just says some shit. Don't
So-
listen
Do we need more practice on this, or are you ready for my shortcut if you have a calculator?
to me. I'm ready for that
I want more
shortcut.
practice.
I want short.
Okay, give me practice.
I
No
heard
more
practice.
No, you did. Oh, you say lying. Oh, one
Because they want practice.
Because I'm not gonna use the calculator.
Right, they want practice.
We get a calculator on our property.
Not when you've got a tick. Okay, so I need to find slope. Slope is 397 minus 322 over 27 minus 12. Find your slope. Okay, again, it's your y values subtracted and your x values subtracted.
It's
Pause.
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 What am I pausing on?
Pause.
Where's 27 book come from?
The piece.
Oh.
That's what
That
she
came from
does.
I thought that's the same thing. That's like, oh, wait a minute.
That's a legitimate question. Okay.
trying to figure out.
Anybody else question on where I got any of those numbers?
Yes.
Wait.
What?
Sierra,
She's just meant to stress me out today.
me
That's like her
too.
job.
Is that class? No.
So you see the numbers up there, Charlotte?
Yes.
You see the big numbers? You put them up and you subtract the big numbers, and
No,
then
I
you
get
subtract the
that
baby
part.
numbers. And then once you subtract the baby and the big numbers, you get 75 over 15. You take 75 over 15.
When I actually do that, because 397,
I did it. You tried to do that from each other.
397 minus 322 is 75. 27 minus 12 is 15. And when I divide that, I get 5.
I got it.
Okay? Good question. You're welcome.
I did get it.
Okay? So that's my slope. So my equation is y equals 5x plus p sub 0. I still need to find p sub 0. So I do that by taking either one of these points, it doesn't matter which, and plugging it in. Sierra, what point do you want to use? The 12 or the 27? The 12. Sierra said, let's use this. So 322 is my y. 12 is my x. So then I've got to do 5 times 12, and I get 60. And subtract 60 from 322. So 322 equals 60 plus p sub 0. So then p sub 0 equals 262. So my equation then, I can go back and erase p sub 0, and I can fill it in with 262. Yes.
Break your back.
Just peachy, how are you doing today?
It's not good.
Break your back.
Okay.
Break that.
They want the 8th generation, so they want what's p sub 8. So I would need to plug in 8, where x is. So you should get 302.
This is compared to the last 3 units. This is only 3.
So again, I would plug in 8, and you get 302.
Alright.
But I mean, on that last unit, I got it.
It takes a while. Do we want another long, grueling one?
No.
And then we'll do the last one short.
No.
Okay.
I
Sienna would like another one. Do not be mean.
That's one out of.
I don't care.
I'll vote with her.
You're relevant.
He wasn't here yesterday.
He
so
is
needs it.
relevant. Don't be mean.
Nope. Eat.
Caleb, I mean, Roy was not here yesterday in this class.
Oh, even Cynthia says, oh, fine.
See? See what I mean?
Right.
It's not just me.
All right. So this one, 24 minus 408 divided by 32 minus 8.
Wait, nah, that's a negative number, honey.
What is you doing?
Not always. So take a look at this. My 8th number is 408 and my 32nd number is 24. So my slope had better be negative because my numbers are going down.
It's going down.
So when I do this, this is negative 384 divided by 24.
That's a deep.
Girl, that was not it by a long shot.
The most.
Where that was.
Okay?
Am I that says negative 16 or negative 96.
I got negative 16.
I got
Negative 96.
How'd you get that? I got negative 16.
I got negative 16.
Yeah, I got negative.
Negative 16.
Yes, yeah, it was a negative, and the other one was a positive.
Negative 800, 300, negative 384 divided by 24 is
I'm getting negative
negative
16.
16.
I'm also getting negative 16.
Oh, because my calculator only took 4 instead of 24.
Oh.
That would explain why.
Maybe.
I was gonna say this. You sure about that?
You're right, it's negative 16.
You got something on it.
When I looked at my calculator, I must not have hit too hard enough, and it only divided by 4.
Hold it down, hold it down, hold it down.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Sierra is late.
Okay.
She needs.
Sierra is leaving.
I got a dentist appointment. You want my teeth?
Yeah, the dentist can wait.
Math is more important, right?
The dentist.
I told my mom that.
Your teeth don't look that messed up to me.
It's a teeth.
Right, yeah, you might be one of them. They don't look that messed up.
And what's more
You know what? These are.
Okay, so,
Shh, please and thank you.
okay, I'm glad y'all can hear that, 'cause when I don't even know that they're there until.
I mean, you're usually the one screaming, so.
I can't help it, I talk loud.
She's teaching.
Right.
For all y'all to hear her, she has to scream.
Okay.
So mean.
So, right now, I have my slope is negative 16. I need to find the first number in my sequence. So, again, I can easily start at 408 and work backwards the whole way through until I get to P sub 0.
I'll leave it.
Or I can pick any one of these points that I want and plug it in. Why did the separate yellow? Why are we?
Say this with.
Goodness. Now we get chatty Cathy's in there. Okay, so I'm actually gonna pick this second point due to the fact that y is smaller. I like to deal with the smaller numbers. So it doesn't matter what. But don't forget, this is my x, this is my y. So I plug them in. So 24 equals negative 16 times 32 plus p sub 0.
Oh.
Boy, look better.
Okay, so I need to now solve for p sub 0. So 24 equals negative 16 times 32, negative 512. To move 512 to the other side, I have to add. So 512 plus 24 is 536. So my actual equation then, P sub 0 is 536. So then we plug in 8, negative 16 times 8 plus 536
408.
is 408.
We had to answer the whole time.
Imagine that.
Wow.
Alicia just said, we had the answer the whole time.
You
They already gave me P sub 8.
always do all that work.
Right.
You still needed the explicit formula.
Yeah, we dumb dumb.
You still needed the formula, but we never had to plug in P sub 8. They already gave it to us.
You saw the struggle. You said.
I did. All right. So, Corey, you're gonna teach the next part. I'm gonna need you to stand up. I'm gonna need you to hit the little computer key. No, from the computer, from the mouse, it'll be easier. You see the little thing to pull it down? No, over, to the right, to the right, to the right, the little computer.
This
little
one?
thing. No, right there,
That was
hit
only
that.
the short part.
Okay.
Just cheat.
Pull up the calculator
Where's that?
At the bottom.
at the bottom.
Right, keep going down.
Bro, why y'all tell me to do this? 'Cause I don't know the
Wait,
directions.
All right, Sienna,
For who?
do it.
There's a calculator?
All right.
Clear it out.
Can you move it over? Like take it and drag it over. There you go.
Santa,
All
come here.
right, no, not that. Not that far.
Excuse me, can you stop? It's stuck.
No, you just can't grab a hold of it.
It's stuck.
It's stuck.
Exit
You
the
really
counter.
gotta
stop.
Yeah, it's stuck.
Can't even get
It's
it.
frozen. He killed it.
I didn't do nothing. I literally didn't even mean to go that far. The mouse.
You really broke it. He broke my whole screen.
I just slid it over.
About $600.
I ain't paying for that.
I bet.
It froze by
I
itself.
can't do anything. I can't even use. You broke the whole thing.
I didn't do nothing. It's not moving. I didn't do
I
that.
know. I gotta literally shut this whole computer down and restart this sucker.
You might want to stop recording right quick.
I can't.
All I did was
If I
move it.
stop it, I have to start a brand new video.
Like a piece of paper.
Hey, rude,
Oh, I didn't even say that.
rude,
That
rude,
was him.
rude.
Oh. Yo. There's a Windows error recovery.
I didn't say anything negative. Yeah.
He said yes. It is live. YouTube gets to watch us make this huge mistake here, friends.
How do you tell if people watching it? Oh wait, it has a person. It has like
Does it say a zero beside it?
no. It says one.
No, you break it. Right.
Somebody's watching it. It says
Are you
one.
serious? What?
Yeah. It probably is Rodrigo.
It really does say one. Somebody's watching.
Where did this go?
There was a thing stuck in there. A little. Let's put it down here before you fall and break it. What? No.
Hey, why you still got her on there?
He's still trying. Hey, I'm in that picture, thank you.
She's the center of attention.
But I'm in there, so that means I'm next to her.
Oh, yeah. On the corner.
Derek's in there.
I didn't want to be in there.
Derek's at the top.
I can tell you don't have anything right now. Yeah, but
I
was
can't
last
see
time.
it. It's too black. They too black.
I just know
I
he's up
cannot
there.
see it from here. I see the hats. That's it.
That was not my fault. I literally just slid it over.
Corey, why are you standing like that?
My back hurt, bro.
What?
My back hurt, bro.
His back hurt, bruh.
Like this part, this part of my back hurt. Like no, I was holding it because it hurt.
We might actually have to finish this tomorrow because of this.
It's not my fault.
Because it's taking forever. It's all Corey's fault.
Hey, they're glad that I did it.
Corey gets an F for the day.
I get my test.
Oh, that's the problem. I can't finish this tomorrow because I've got to get through it for those of you that aren't going to be here. Yes. You finish your equation now that you know what piece of O is. Oh, why is this taking forever?
This is licensing. Don't worry, y'all get some MacBooks next year. Allegedly.
What about everything when we had seniors? No more finally saying.
It's for the teachers.
They said they was doing the whole two lines doing that.
Y'all get.
A computer lab.
They finally give y'all black books.
We're not getting like,
I'm not talking about those. I was talking about like,
You have to.
yeah, that up there.
okay,
And the
again, for the teachers,
How old you are?
Not bad.
quickly.
I think I got the
Hey, York.
All right, we're almost there.
I like. Keep going.
Yes.
Are you okay?
I don't know, but we just need to stop doing it because I've already asked earlier to stop doing it. I don't want that. Oh,
YouTube, this is what Lexi do. This is how Lexi is. Cause Lexi.
it's all Corey's fault. He broke my computer.
Where you go?
Why are we looking at stuff on my desk?
Right.
Oh, the double cross thing I did?
Right.
They don't like those. They said they're lame because they're puzzles and they're lame. I said, yeah, but it gives you an answer key.
Extra drumsticks.
Oh my God. I like it this one.
It's funny though.
It looks.
All right.
Like, what y'all hating on it for?
All right. Sandy, you want to go do this then?
Yeah.
Since Corey went potty. All right.
I think it's funny.
Do you? I like it. Okay. Now that we're back, everybody back up here.
Oh, there's a function for the y equals mx plus b, whatever.
Yes.
Where it is?
Okay. So if you use your points and you go to stat, so you want to hit stat on your calculator. It's the button right beside the X. Okay. Get used to this button. It will be your friend. It's right beside the X. It's the same calculator that we have.
Line right.
4.
Right beside the X.
Oh.
Count
Stat.
4.
Okay.
There you go.
So stat. You need to go to edit first.
Oh, no.
Woo! In edit, you're gonna see lists. Under list 1, you need to put both of your X values. So in part C, your X value is 5. So hit 5, enter, and 18. So 18, enter. Then you're gonna move over to list 2. You're gonna put the corresponding Y values with the X's. So 9,107, enter, 11,928.
Yeah, she just said that. Oh.
Can I not just say, stop doing that, please? Because you're interrupting my class by constantly having to open up the door. We will live for one more day without a door number. Okay? All right. If you go to stat now, once you have the points entered, go over to calculate. So scroll over to CALC, calc. Choice number 4 says linear regression. Your calculator will give you the formula. So if you hit choice number 4 and hit enter, there's your equation.
Wow.
Y equals 217x plus 8,022. Bring it here.
What's the image of?
Oh, God.
Can I see the image?
Well, I
It's
want to
really
see.
just dumb.
Is it PP? Is it PP?
Hey, that took some talent. I ain't
That
gonna
took some
lie.
time.
Can I see it?
They spent the whole class trying to do that.
That took some time.
Yo, that's looking.
Right, that's nice.
What is
That is
What is
impressive.
what is this supposed to be?
That is
It's a
impressive.
carrot, a face, emoji, and bro.
Like,
Reason that for you.
Carrot or the
So your equation is y equals 217x plus 8,022. So now you can literally plug in 8 and you can add 8,022 and get your answer. And Sandy, you said it was what? 9,058?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
no.
This is my soul.
758, you said?
9,758.
Can I see the image?
She's gonna write somebody up.
It's already been
Oh,
arranged.
I gave
you
somebody
better
a
bet
lot.
I am.
Who was it?
ABL.
Oh, yeah, he telling me.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
So,
The sauce said it looked good.
what is it? I told him we should go to college for
Yeah, it's
for art.
impressive, right?
I want to see the carrots.
He said, yeah.
Rachel, here, I'm trying to finish it, bro.
Yeah,
bro.
He got some good. No, you should have seen how he used to draw.
Calculator art. I ain't doing a calculator.
I know.
You about to have to drop that, make him drop that tutorial.
What's that? What time did that take?
Apparently a class period.
What's that grade though?
Look like
Yeah, because you're not that talented.
Dang, that is so rude.
Alright, so the last thing I need to show you. Okay, so guys, we have a half an hour for me to get through this. We've wasted enough time with having to shut down this computer and everything else. So if we can kind of just go through this, I'd really appreciate it. That way we have time to review tomorrow. Okay, I will even let you not work on that worksheet. We can work on that tomorrow as review. So, yes. Questions?
no, I was just,
Alright, so now I should be able to give you a sequence and you should be able to add up all the numbers and give me a total. So that means I could give you a sequence with 3,000 numbers and you should be able to give me a total. Problem that sucks is you gotta find all those numbers first, right?
yeah.
That's what that calculator song is gonna be like.
There's a formula for that.
Say,
Dawn says, praise Jesus.
why?
Okay,
Why? Up.
so there is a formula for that.
Oh, is that it right there? No, look. That's
Your formula is this. This is the important one. Okay, so that they want you to add. Okay, that term could be P sub 20. That term could be P sub 719. Whatever the first number is that they want you to add, that's what you plug in for A sub 1. A sub n is the last term that they want you to add. Okay, again, that could be P sub 90. Whatever they tell us is my last term that I need to add. N represents the number of terms in between. Okay, so I add the first and the last together. I get that total. I multiply by how many terms I have, and then I divide by 2. Okay, there's 2 ways that they can ask you for the sum. Okay, they can literally say, give me the sum, or give me the total. Or they can put it like this. That fancy E stands for summation notation, which means find the sum.
You put that in.
So, for instance, look at C. Okay, I can write C in summation notation. So, I would draw that fancy E. Beside the E, you would want to put your Y equals formula. So, my Y equals formula would be 7x plus 23. And they want me to find the sum of my 100th number. So I would put x equals 100 down here, up to my 999th number. So I would put 999 here. This and this mean the same thing. It's just a fancy way using a Greek letter on how to say find the sum.
So is that like, you like math it?
You can math it.
I'm saying, are you supposed to math it?
I wonder,
I'm pretty sure you can do it in calculator.
oh no, I need a calculator that actually works because, some people like to draw pretty pictures in my calculators.
I gave Julia mine.
Did you? Here's this.
Oh.
Yeah.
What? Oh, yeah.
I gotta figure out how to do it. I don't remember.
Can you show me how to draw?
No, I don't know how to do that.
You can actually get that.
So apparently-
Anything to a Google.
Okay, so how do I do this by hand? I need to figure out what numbers do I need to fill into this formula. So right now they tell me that P sub 0 is 25, P sub 100 is 1,725. They want me to find P sub 0 plus P sub 1 plus P sub 2 all the way up to P sub 100. So what's the first number
25.
that I need to add? What? 25.
Oh, I said that.
P sub 0 is 25. What's the last number that I need to add? 1,725.
If you know how to draw.
Okay.
Sorry.
Peter, we need to focus on this, please.
I said sorry.
The problem is,
What is
how
this?
many terms do I have if I'm going from the 0 term to the 100 term?
Oh.
And no, it's not 100.
99.
No, 101.
What?
Oh, yeah, I see now. 'Cause
So,
you have to add this-
If you think about it,
Okay.
if this is P sub 0, this is P sub 1, this is P sub 2, this is P sub 3, this is P sub 4. How many numbers do I have? Technically 5. Because P sub 0 is a term.
Wow.
So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and P sub 0. The way that you will always get the right amount of terms, if you take 100 minus 0 plus 1, will always give you the right amount of terms. So if you take the x value of your last number and you subtract the x value of your first number and you add 1, you will always get the right amount of terms. So now, plug that into your calculator. Take 25 plus 1725. Put it in parentheses or you better hit equals before you multiply. Multiply that by 101, and then divide that by 2. You should get 88,375. Whoa. There you go. Good?
Yes.
Okay? So, let's look at this one. They give me P sub 0 is 700. P sub 20 is 560. They want me to add up all the numbers that go from P sub 0 to P sub 20. So what's my first number? 700. What's my last number? 560. How many terms do I have? 21. Again, 20 minus 0 plus 1, 21 terms. Divided by 2.
13,230.
13,230.
Alright, that's one confused me because you got that D equals, right?
Okay. Take a look at C. C tells
I
you
get it now.
C tells you that P sub 0 is 23. My D value is 7.
You slow percent.
They want me to add my 100th term up to my 999th term. What's my 100th term? Can I find it?
Yeah.
How?
Math.
Duh!
Divide.
I mean, you asked.
It is going to be math. Congratulations, Dewan! We're going to do math in math class.
Wow.
I taught you that y equals mx plus b for a reason. What does my equation look like for this?
The old thingy.
Y equals
The old thing.
7 x plus 23. So now I can find my 100th term by plugging in 100. So my 100th term is 723. I can find my 999th term. It's 7,016.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I can use my summation formula. My first number is 723. My last number is 716. How many terms do I have if I'm going from 100 to 999? Careful, you're not going from 0 to 999. You're going from 100 to 999. So you would do 999 minus 100 plus 1. There are 900 numbers.
Man, shoot.
Okay. Again, this number minus this number plus 1 every time.
I messed up.
Okay. Divided by 2.
I thought you said divide by 2. Like you have to do all that hard work.
All that hard work. And then the formula says divide by 2. 3,482,550.
That's crazy. Look at the number.
It is.
It's like one.
Just imagine if you had to find all those numbers in between 100 and 999 and add them all up yourself.
Can we just get easy numbers into this?
This is one of those things that,
Okay. So we need to talk about 2 more things. The first thing, what do I do if they don't give me my last term? If they don't tell me that my sequence is going to end here? Ask Ms. Smith.
You use the slope in the first time and the little thing you do figure. And then you do
Okay,
and then you
so Alicia says I need my slope in my first term. So y equals, what's my slope? 7x, what's my first term? 5. Okay. Now what? Because all they tell me right now is they tell me my first number is 5. They don't give me that. They tell me that I have 1,000 terms. And I have to divide by 2. Well, how do I find the number that goes here?
Okay, put an X there instead of a X, please.
Okay, where did you? I forgot.
No, because you don't know what the total is.
Oh,
So you can't solve for it.
Right. That's what you're trying to do too.
Okay, no.
Think about it. 5 is P sub 0, right?
Mm-hmm.
My ending term is P sub what? If I have 1,000 terms, it goes from 0 to what?
999.
999.
Period.
So I now know what position it's going to be in. So I plug in 999 and I add 5. When I do that, what is my last term?
I don't feel like
What value is in the 999 spot?
$6,998.
6,998. So this is 6,998.
I think a bigger number. I'll go ahead and not do that. You know.
Is it bigger like this on the chest?
Could be.
Yes,
You have a calculator.
You can't take it home.
You act like your phone doesn't do 7 times 2 plus 14.
It might. I mean, it might be
Shoot,
dead.
it might not.
It might be dead. You know what I'm saying? You know,
3,501,500.
You mean 501,000?
3,
Yes.
500,000,
Yes.
500.
You know?
Dang, you didn't have to say it like that. Excuse you talking to my homie like that.
My whole. Storm paper. What does that do?
Okay. We will do this one.
Now,
Hey.
I've got to do.
We got time.
we got 15
We do.
minutes.
We got
Go
time.
ahead.
I'm tired of doing
She
work.
don't want to do it.
It's not that I don't want to do it. I just, if I don't get it done, those people that are on the field trip tomorrow don't have what they need.
We're gonna be straight. We're gonna be straight. Go ahead, knock it out.
Go ahead and knock it out.
Let's
Hey,
knock
it's
it
not
out.
my fault that the
Alright.
right now.
So, same thing. Same thing. They tell me where I start. I can see my pattern, but they don't give me that last number. So, right now we have 5 plus. I know that there's 200 terms here, and I know I need to divide by 2.
So 5.
I can find that last term by using y equals. My slope is 11. My first number is 5. Now it's a matter of determining what do I plug in for x. Because again,
199.
it's going to be 199 because 5 is p sub 0. And if I have 200 terms, that means it goes to p 199. So 11 times 199 plus 5. You said what?
2,200. I think.
2,194. Yes. So 2,194 is the number in my last spot. When I find the sum, you should get 219,900.
Oh, yeah. I did say. 94.
This is simple.
You ain't a big fan of nothing.
Okay, we have one more case. So we've talked about what if they don't give you the last term?
We're gonna give you the first term.
No, they always have to give you the first term. Now, what if they don't tell you how many numbers there are? What if they just give you a bunch of numbers? Uh-oh. Sneaky. So, what they've given you right now is I start at 4, I end at 922. I got to divide that by 2, but we don't know this. Okay, you can use the same formula that you did. Okay, so I know that 4 is at p sub 0. What I don't know is where this is. But I can use y equals, my slope here is 9x plus 4. Okay, they don't tell me what my x is, but we know that my y is 922. So I can plug in 922 here and solve for x. So I would subtract 4. So 918 equals 9x. Divide by 9. So x equals 102. So we're going from p sub 0 to p sub 102. So how many terms do I actually have then?
No. I know 103 on that.
103. So we plug in 103, and you should get 47,689.
Okay.
So I did one of everything that you're gonna see. Tomorrow when you come in, we can finish this, we can review. Okay, bring your worksheet with you tomorrow because you will have time to work on it because it will help you review.
Okay, I'm gonna draw you guys. Also figured out how to clear it, just let you know.